will identify any Chromebook that hasn't been logged into recently, right? And so that might sort of give you a clue as to the fact that that one is, hasn't been seen, is kind of gone from the environment, or potentially needs some sort of action. So you can immediately then move all of those into one specific OU through VIZOR, which I guess you're going to show us, through VIZOR, right? And then you can handle that and sort of reconcile that process for for yourself once you have the opportunity to do so. But ultimately, what we're doing is we're identifying and moving them out of the way, essentially giving you visibility as to the fact that this set of devices are not being accessed any longer.
Yep, exactly that. Inactive but active in Google. I think this is a sort of an interesting one here. So what we're doing is saying that the Chromebook is marked as inactive within VIZOR, so it's maybe in a retired state in VIZOR, but it appears to be active and consuming a license within Google. So this is a great query where you can easily run this and see Chromebooks which are maybe consuming a license in Google where they shouldn't be because they're in a retired state within your asset management system within VIZOR. And this is a query which schools and districts often use when they first use VIZOR, because after using VIZOR, that process becomes an automation and is happening for them. And then say, right, I want to see all of the Chromebooks which are with students which have been withdrawn. So they've left the district, but they still have a Chromebook allocated to them. So how could you do that within VIZOR? So it's pretty simple in just a few clicks. So firstly, we can specify the device type we're looking for. So we'll say type, and we'll say Chromebook. So, and then we specify the assignee type we're looking for. So we'll say students. And then we're going to say that we want students which have been withdrawn, so inactive students. And you'll see there's different student information here. So if it was grade level we're looking for, whether they had insurance or not, the number of repairs. So, but in this case, we want to know those which have and withdrawn. So there's inactive students. So all Chromebooks with students which have been withdrawn, which are inactive.
And we can create our own, right? We can rename those. It's important to note that if a district has a different way of referring to, so withdrawn or inactive, you can certainly use your own terminology there, and that's part of the implementation process as well.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly. So, so I've got that list of Chromebooks which are with withdrawn students here, and what I can do is save that query. So I can save it so I can use it myself or share it with the rest of my team, and then it will appear within that list. So we can say Chromebooks with inactive students
or withdrawn.
Or withdrawn,
right?
And there we go, and then that's there for, and I can use that then whenever I want to, sort of within my list, and it's available to me. So, and the other nice thing is you can then export that. So if you wanted to share that information, you can easily export that as an Excel or a CSV, sort with other members of your team.